Just got a notice that the land we bought was a scam. We purchased a lot a couple months ago and were in the design phases of planning a new construction. We got notified just now from our real estate agent that the lot was sold to us was never for sale by the real owner and is part of a lot scam. Next steps for us and our agent at Redfin is to contact the title company, Title Forward, and see what we do from there. We'll be updating this post as events unfold, and hopefully this will help future buyers avoid this nightmare scenario. Update 83123. Insurance company not same as title company. Title company lawyers confirmed fraud and directing us to insurance. We are filing claims through them. Also have been directed to file a police report. QA. Did you get title insurance? Yes. Was the lot listed on Redfin and MLS? Yes, it had an MLS and could also be seen on Zillow. How does this scam work? It's essentially identity theft. Google lot land scam and you will find a lot of recent articles. One even goes as far as someone already building their house. This is hurting both the buyers as well as the owners of the land because they have to fight to get their title worked out. How would I detect it if we're looking at lots for sale? Your title company is supposed to do the due diligence on this. That is basically the entire purpose of title insurance. Best practice now are saying to have a video conference with the owners or meet them firsthand. We just had a title co-catch a fraudster right before closing. Pretty crazy. They checked the Colorado ID of the seller when preparing the wire. It almost worked. Sorry for your situation. The title insurance should kick in. It's a common scam unfortunately, but it's shocking the title company didn't catch it. Usually it's caught prior to closing. The fake IDs the fraudsters used must have been pretty legit. It's insane that the title company didn't catch this. I wonder if it was laziness on their side or if the scam truly works that well. For anyone reading, this is why you should always get title insurance. As rare as these cases are, you'll be glad you got it should you ever need it. For lurkers, never use Title Forward as your title agency. They suck in so many ways. This is a really egregious example. Yes, this is a common scam. However, good title companies will and have in many instances catch this. Hopefully you got title insurance? This has become more popular lately. Title Forward does not do its own title searches in most states. Check and see who issued your insurance. Is there something similar to credit freeze like a title freeze to prevent any transaction without unfreezing by the verified owner of record? Unfortunately, it is becoming common, I'm hearing, and also unfortunately title insurance usually only covers the purchase price, so no additional improvements you may have made. Sorry, but let us know how it actually ends up working out. Just looked up the reviews for Title Forward. Yikes, 3.8 stars. In a world where every agent and title company gets 5 stars. A 3.8 star rating is terrible. And it looks like many of their 5-star ratings are from Redfin agents themselves. Sorry this has happened to you, and hopefully you get your money back or there is some other recourse for you. This actually happened to the home that I had listed for sale. Someone else represented the property as their own and attempted a cash wholesale transaction. It was actually caught by our realtor when he was contacted about someone else marketing the same property. I always wondered the endgame, since I would expect the title company to catch this and money to never clear escrow. Crazy that some of these make it through. Title company literally has one fucking job. This is entirely on them. Try not to beat yourself up. Please. Publicly shame this title company once your claim on title insurance is resolved. Unrelated, I have a bridge in Brooklyn I am looking to sell cheap. I'm so sorry. I hope you get your money back. Glad to hear you got title insurance. And this, dear people, is why on this sub we always say always get title insurance. Oh boy. We're in the process of looking for land, and all of these examples are great for knowing what to look for in a scam. But also terrifying that sometimes the professionals don't even catch on. Is there any way to look up who owns the land on the county assessor site? Similar to how you can look up a home's owner quite easily. Or are these typically more rural areas it's happening where information isn't readily available? I was involved with a startup trying to prevent title fraud. It was terrifying to learn how easy it can be to perpetrate title fraud. Legit fucking terrifying, and it can happen to absolutely anyone. Yeah, this is happening here in Florida as well. We now make it a requirement to verify the owners of anyone looking to sell property. We do video call, meet in person along with verifying ID. The real owners of land that are selling thanks us for doing this due diligence to protect themselves. Title agent here. I've shut down more than my fair share of scam sellers. The major red flag is foreign seller not currently in the US or in the country of record. They are providing fraudulent IDs, passports, country IDs, etc. I send a letter to the owner at the address listed in the public records and ask if they are in fact selling the property. And the answers to date have been no. This takes some time, but it has saved more than one of my buyers from a fraudulent sale. Most title agents in my area will no longer even handle a deal with a foreign seller not worth the risk. Your title company is 100 on the hook for this. Always get owner's title insurance, folks. This scam is getting more and more common. Sometimes it takes years for the proper owner to come forward. The title company's entire job is to ensure the provenance of whatever title types your state, county uses. They have access to far more information than you do. The insurance is quite cheap relatively and covers more than just direct title interference. I too had to use my title insurance, but not for this reason. Everyone needs title insurance. Was the lot listed in only Redfin or MLS2? Don't buy lots from companies like Zillow or Redfin. These groups will allow people to sell lots without ever actually meeting them. Find a local agent and confirm they've actually met the person. Sue the real estate agency and the title agency. They brokered it. How do you protect yourself from this scam if you're legitimately selling? There was article or news coverage about Redfin selling property that ended up not owned by the sellers, and something about a lawsuit maybe against them for their sales practices. Tadix worth looking into. Those sites are really sketchy, and I would have my own agent or attorney dealing with that type of company. Lol. Redfin agent. File a claim with your title company. It's not your land, but you will get your dollar back. Insurable event on your title policy. Call the policy department. The fraudster pretends to be the owner, guys. The fraudster uses the owner's name, address. They find out just about everything they can to make you think they are the owner, including a fake governor ID. It normally gets caught because of their reluctance to meet anyone in person during the transaction. We have had a dozen or so land scams here in NH that I know of in the last 6 months. I had never heard of it before then, and I had been in the business for 10 years. They are really good at the identity theft aspect of it and trick even experienced realtors. I'm very sorry this happened to you. Redfin, you say?